basic benefits are that your people are safer, but it doesn't stop there. By managing your fleet more effectively, you actually save money and you're protecting your profit. So you're protecting your people and protecting your profit. Well, right up front, you can look at how you buy your vehicles. So you can look at comparing the different vehicles on the market. What are the safer vehicles? What are the more economic vehicles? How will I finance them? Do I need to buy them outright? Can I lease them? What are the benefits to my business? Speak to the dealers and get them to do the work for you. Get them to give you options: finance, buying outright, contract leasing, where you are leasing the vehicle on a monthly payment basis with possibly a balloon payment at the end, or returning the vehicle and exchange it for another one. For some businesses, it's a great way of making their cash flow predictable, forecasting your cash flow, and also keeping down your asset base so that you're not overextending with credit. The next step is to think about putting in a software system to help monitor and encourage better driver behaviour, but also drive that profitability, really drive that profitability. You change the behaviour of your drivers and it will show on the bottom line. A couple of years ago, I put one into a fleet of 27 light vehicles, and they saw, after the first year, they saw a 26% reduction in their fuel bill, almost 30% in their tyre use, but more importantly for them, they had no speeding events from the police, no speeding fines, and no vehicle accidents. One of the other benefits of these systems is that some of them are accredited by the NZTA, so that you can receive road user charge refund at the end of each month directly without question. So it means that you haven't got thousands of dollars tied up in stickers on windscreens. You can buy them as you need them and get your refunds for off-road use immediately.
Driving in forestry is one of our critical risks. So critical risks are the things that kill you in forestry. So taking on 2 new employees is Toro Afi. So as an employer, it's really important that we look after our employees, and I wanted them driving safe new vehicles. Because our Toro Afi work alone, it's really important that we can manage that risk of lone working, and having smart vehicle management tools help us do that. The other aspect of smart vehicle management is it helps us with, warrants and doing road user charges. And because we've gone with that tool, it means it's not an administrative load for us.
The device makes me more aware of how I'm driving because it captures every road speed change that you come across. So if you're going 50k, it'll pull that up on the speedo on the device, and then if you go over 50k, it'll change colour, which means you're speeding, so then you know that you've got to slow down. It'll set off an alarm to say that you're braking fast or whatever, and if you travelled over 2 hours, it will show a little cup of coffee and more or less telling you you need to have a break. And then when you turn the vehicle off, it'll pull up a report of all those things, so how many times you've sped, if you have braked aggressively or taken off fast or cornered fast. It took me a little while to get used to it because I haven't had one in my vehicle before, but it's improved my driving because I drive a lot more safer now. I stick to the speed limit and I seem to get to the same destination in the same time.
When you're introducing a system like this, you really need to make your worker engagement work for you. So speak to your people and explain why you want to do it, to make them safer and to help with profitability, which ultimately makes the business more sustainable and protects their future. So you need their buy-in. You can't use punishment. You can't wave the speeding report at them each week and say you must go slower. It doesn't work. You've got to encourage them to actually drive their own competition. And you'll find that pretty quickly the crews will compete against each other. Drivers within crews will compete against each other to be better drivers. And more importantly, if the senior leadership figures in the business, managers and directors, also have these devices fitted and take part in the league, it works even better.